Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for taking some time out on a Sunday to go through and learn more about XR. My name is Moody Mattan, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of BrandXR. Um, at BrandXR, we started the company about a little over 3 years ago now, and me myself as a business person, I always had a bunch of ideas about how I could apply augmented and virtual reality to solve various business problems. But as a business person, I didn't have any coding skills. And for me to kind of get ramped up to the level of coding skills that's needed to build a super high quality AR VR experience, I just didn't think was going to happen. But I had used tools like Squarespace and like Shopify to build my own websites. And so I knew there was kind of powerful no-code tools out there that would allow non-developers to be able to build these things. And so that's really what we built at BrandXR. That's what I'm going to be walking through with you guys today is the BrandXR Studio. So we like to say if Squarespace and Canva had a baby that could produce AR experiences, that would be the BrandXR Studio. So over the past few years, BrandXR, we've worked with a variety of different companies. There's some on the screen, and really what we've been doing is working with a variety of different use cases as well. So seeing how people are actually using augmented reality and virtual reality in the real world today. And so through doing this, we've kind of figured out what works, what doesn't work, how companies are best deploying these solutions, where they're seeing the most success. And then what we're trying to do is take these learnings from our larger enterprise projects and then build the tools needed to create those same experiences inside of the BrandXR platform. So really our mission is to give everyone XR developer superpowers, not just people who have been working in Unity and Unreal for 5-10 years. So we kind of can see that the market is evolving, and this is one of my favorite graphs because you can really see how these technology platforms are evolving, and in that these XR experiences, which are now, kind of reserved for the most innovative companies in every industry, because again, XR is new. It's not like there's an XR budget line in every single company's budget, especially now, with the coronavirus. XR is often put into experiential marketing buckets. So those are some of the first budgets that are getting slashed now. But what we're seeing is, companies have caught on to the waves of these new platforms, and they've jumped on to reach customers early. And there's a few good examples. So let's take, for instance, Domino's. Domino's is a local company in Ann Arbor. And Domino's started selling pizzas through their mobile app over 10 years ago. And now today, over 80% of Domino's revenue is through their mobile app. Whereas maybe a Little Caesars or another pizza brand didn't jump on to the mobile trend fast enough. And so they've lost out on a lot of revenue and out of a lot of mind share and market share because they didn't get on to this next big platform wave. So that's really what we're trying to do, is help companies prepare for this next big wave that's coming. And we kind of see the tipping point of this next big wave as when Apple or Facebook launches their smart glasses. So this is kind of setting the stage these are some statistics that I came across that I thought were pretty impressive, especially given kind of going into this this next 10-year period of 2020 when XR is really, really going to explode. So we see that the augmented reality market has an install base of 900 million and over $8 billion in revenue in 2019. And so we can see that same install base, it could go to 2.5 billion by 2023. And that 8 billion in revenue in 2019 could jump to 75 billion in 2023. So this is a massive, 77% compound annual growth rate that we're going to be on. And, you can start to see the effects of this now with everyone working from home, with distance learning, and, being able to shop online. You see here in 2020, 100 million customers will shop online in AR. And they're also going to use AR in the store when we get back to the stores. So these are some really powerful stats that I thought would be good to share with the group and kind of show where we are today and where we're going to be over the next few years. So this slide here is really the BrandXR Studio value proposition, all inside of one slide. So kind of what we've been seeing through our enterprise projects are a typical AR app is taking on average over 100 days to complete. And it's taking a team of 5 people. So these are designers, developers, artists, and the marketer. So an entire app we're seeing on average taking over 100 days and over $100,000. This is all custom built to build. So what we're trying to do is, dramatically reduce that cost with the BrandXR Studio. So really allow you to build these AR experiences with your existing staff. You don't have to hire an outsourced development agency, or you don't have to hire, new engineers on your team. You can simply use the BrandXR Studio, and you'll be able to create your own XR apps. So without further ado, let me jump in to the BrandXR Studio. Let's see, here we go. Perfect. Okay. So can everyone see my screen? See the inside of the studio? Hello?
Yes.
Still with me?
We can see your screen.
Okay, perfect. Okay, great. So this is kind of the inside of the studio. I have some projects here that I have created in the past. I'll just take you through real quick. These are some of the integrations that we have. So we're kind of baking in some of these existing technologies, but making them much easier for a non-developer. Really what we're trying to do is allow any creative person who has ideas about augmented reality to get in here, and within their first session, we want them to be able to produce their first AR experience. So we package up a lot of tech like Unity, Apple's AR Kit, Google's AR Core. We allow you to publish to an Android app and an iOS app. We've been working on web AR as well. So that's an option for some people who maybe only have one single experience. They don't need a full app. They don't need a lot of the power that the Unity engine can give them from having a standalone AR app. Then you can go the web AR route. And that's when you simply just go to a URL on your mobile browser, and then that will open up your camera and kind of initiate the experience. And then we have content integrations. right now with YouTube and Sketchfab. So these are really simple kind of one-click integrations where you can add a YouTube video with a simple copy paste of a URL, or add a Sketchfab model to your experience just through clicking. So these are some experiences I've created. I'll show you this templates real quick. The templates category, these are going to be coming soon. But these are where we have pre-built out experiences, and then users can come in and be able to customize the experience for their own company, for themselves, or for their own brand. So these are some ideas we have for templates. So just like how in Canva, you have a variety of templates to create a social media post, or to create a presentation, or to create a business card. There will eventually be hundreds of templates inside of the BrandXR Studio for a variety of different AR use cases. So visualizing furniture, visualizing food, AR business card, an augmented reality mural is one of our popular products. So these will be all built out. They'll be beautiful experiences. You'll just have to come in and then customize it for yourself, swap out the furniture or food asset for your own furniture or food asset, and then be able to publish it really quickly. So I'll take you through a blank canvas experience. So this is what it's like to get started from scratch on the BrandXR Studio. And so what I'm going to do is I'll kind of walk you through this, and then at the end, I wanted to leave some time for Q&A. I'm going to try to leave like 15 minutes at the end for Q&A. So if you have questions, I'll get to those soon. So to add content, you'll click the plus button, and then here we have a variety of different content that you can add to your experience. So text, images, audio. The main two we're focused on now are 3D models and video. So I'll click the 3D model, and then this is kind of how you want to show your content. Do you want to use image tracking, where you scan an image and then your content appears? Do you want to use world tracking, where you can scan the surface of a table or the ground and then place your 3D contents in the real world? Do you want to use a GPS, where you can anchor content to specific GPS coordinates? Would you like to use object tracking? This is something Vuforia does a good job with. We've used object tracking on a augmented reality bobblehead project. So we can actually say, this is a Michael Jordan bobblehead, play his highlights, and then this is a Kobe Bryant bobblehead, play his highlights. So object tracking is what can tell the difference between those two bobbleheads. And then of course, facial tracking. So this is something that we all know and love from Instagram and Snapchat. So I click surface tracking, and now it's loading up my 3D model. So we give you this BrandXR cube to start off with, and then let you come inside here, and then change out your model. So now we have access to hundreds of thousands of open license models from Sketchfab. We also allow you to connect to your own personal or business Sketchfab account, so you could pull down any private models as well. So I'm going to type in this BrandXR Dino. Here are some of my models. Let's try this one. So this one is actually from a Michigan company up in Traverse City. So this is a plastic part from a plastic manufacturing company up in Traverse City. And what they do here is they use this part to train their employees and to train their customers on the various different features that you can use in injection molding processes. And so this is an animated part that we had a 3D artist. We took the CAD model and then we had a 3D artist animate that model. We put it in Sketchfab, and then now you can see this piece in AR. I can actually show you how to go back here, and you can select through the different animations. So our 3D artist baked all of these animations into the model. So for me, as someone who has no idea how to code or how to animate, it makes it really simple for me just to like one click and pick which is the animation that I want to display. So I like this one, the one that closes, opens all four sides. I'll save that. And in order to test this and say I want to see what I just made in augmented reality, I would click this test button. And right now, since we're on beta, we're running Android only. But we'll have the iOS version coming very soon. So you'll just click this, and then this will email you the BrandXR Discovery, which is our app link. And then now you can view what you just created inside the BrandXR Discovery app in augmented reality. And so that app has social sharing features built in, so you could take a picture or take a video, share it with someone on your team, post it online, that sort of thing. And I'll go back, I'll show you. This is another good example. So this model is actually a SpaceX rocket. But what I like about this example is that this example has some of the hotspots built in. So this is a good way to give like a product tour or some sort of product training. So you can actually go through here and learn about the different parts of this SpaceX rocket. So here we're learning about the engines, the landing legs, the structure, grid fins. And so, this really allows you to give people a step-by-step kind of product tour or instructions on how to use this. And these are just kind of simple hotspots that you can input into your experience. Go back. Some other ones. This one here, I'll give you an example. So a lot of questions we get frequently are how are companies creating these assets? So, like that plastic manufacturing company, they're a manufacturer, so they have CAD data. But a lot of times, you can take this CAD data and you can make it kind of AR compatible. So that's one way to do it if the customer already has existing CAD data. The second way would be through photogrammetry. And this is actually the process of taking pictures of an object from a variety of different angles and then compositing them together to build one model. So this cake here is actually a cake that we bought from Publix down in Florida, down in Orlando. And we 3D scanned it. And so this is like one of our very first tests. And so we 3D scanned it and came up with something like 25 pictures from a high level angle, a mid level angle, and a lower level angle, and then built the 3D model that way. So this is a good example of also how to do that. They also have 3D scanning devices. So these are machines. They're normally pretty expensive, like upwards of $20,000 plus, but it's actually like a handheld scanner that can actually scan your product and then build a 3D model out of it. So those can scan anything from like a small item like a cake all the way up to like a full-size car, some of them. And then, like the last way is just manually, I would say. So just having a 3D artist kind of manually be able to build these assets that will then go into the AR experiences. So yeah, so that's a little bit about the BrandXR Studio. And yeah, this product right now we're in beta with, and we're going to be launching this product in May. So we'll have a full launch coming in May with a couple more features added. So yeah, really looking for people to come in and try it. And if this is something that your company is interested in, then we wanted to offer special, especially now during these really tough times. So we wanted to offer a special. So anyone who wants to use this for their company purposes, we're offering a 90% off discount. So if you just want to get in touch with us and mention the XR Midwest Conference, then we can go ahead and give you that 90% off discount on the platform. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had. I will leave it here, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Right, so then really quickly, as a reminder to everyone who's watching, as an attendee, you are able to ask questions with the Q&A feature. So it does look like that you have one now, and then hopefully we can get some more people to ask some questions.
Okay. Let's see, Q&A, I can pull it up. Do we have one now? Where do we have our Q&A? Oh, here's a Q&A. How about, oh, okay. How about integration with PTC Vuforia? Okay, perfect. So thanks for the question, Chris. So yes, we are going to be adding some features from Vuforia. So the object tracking will come from Vuforia. We are using ARKit and ARCore for the image tracking. So kind of relying on Apple and Google for the image tracking capabilities. We've found that ARCore is behind in their image tracking capabilities, but we believe eventually they'll reach parity, and we're working on some things that can kind of help the Google image tracking be as strong as Apple's as well. So, and Chris, was there any specific features you were looking from Vuforia? Just let me know. Feel free to ask another question. So David said, would you say, what would you say to be the learning curve to animate the murals like the one showed? So the animations are really something that I would leave up to the 3D artists and designers. We've made it easy for those people, those 3D artists and designers, to show off their work in augmented reality, kind of like in a new way. What we do with Electrify is most of the time we're working with 2D artists. So they have an existing piece of artwork that's 2D, and we will kind of partner with them to think about, okay, if this was a 3D character, how would it look? How would it come to life? How would it animate? What would it do? You know, like kind of what would its personality be? And so we will work with the original artist to make their artwork come to life. And yeah, the augmented reality murals is, I would say, is like one of our more popular products. It's something I think people can really just understand. Simple is like, you know, this is a sign on the side of a building, and then I can scan it, and then, you know, I can have this amazing experience. What we found is just letting people know that, hey, this is an augmented reality mural, rather than, you know, like you kind of have to come out and tell them. And so we've been working on getting signage and things like that to tell people, hey, scan this thing and it's going to come to life. So it's more on the marketing side, but you know, that's what you'll find when you come to launch an AR app or experience. Is it's not just, you know, your company's IT department that's working on it, or it's not like one little organization or department in the company. You really need to get the whole organization to kind of buy in, and the marketing teams are super helpful for spreading the word about, you know, these amazing experiences that you just created. So I just got another question. Can this be integrated into websites? And yes. So we're working on WebAR, and for the WebAR, that piece will be able to be integrated into websites. So that'll be something nice when you can have like maybe a product configurator where you're, you know, trying to choose maybe different fabrics on a sofa, or various different options on a car customizer. Something like that would be nice to integrate into the website. So yeah, WebAR is coming. Yeah, so we'll be excited when the WebAR comes out. Again, it's just, you want to be able to work with clients in any way possible. Some clients already have an app. Some clients don't have an app. Some clients don't want an app. Some clients do want an app. Some clients just want kind of a quick hitting experience. And so we've worked with a lot of the different platforms, and you know, have kind of seen what works best for each. So we do guide our clients as to how they should best deploy this XR experience. Love the Chris Dyer collaboration. Yeah, thank you. Chris Dyer's one of the artists we work with Electrify. He's up in Montreal. So let's see how to use this in a medical surgical setting. Yeah, so our platform, I would say, is good, really good for visualizing and helping people to get trained up and and learn about different processes. And so, you know, we found this is a super fast way to show people, you know, hey, I'm thinking about, you know, building out this type of experience. We can mock it up and prototype it really quickly in the BrandXR platform, and then show it to others to kind of get further buy-in. But yeah, I would say on the medical side, I would say for training, I've even seen some, I'm not sure if it was AR or VR, but it was COVID-19 training. I think it was maybe in VR. But yeah, if you're looking to kind of train people in a new way, that's kind of what I would say. And then also on the sales side, sales and marketing. So if you're using any sort of medical equipment and you want to show off what that piece of medical equipment does, kind of all of the features, this is a great way to do that. Eventually, we will add. Further capabilities for other platforms in AR. So right now, with our launch in May, the very first product is going to be mobile AR only. So you'll be able to build your own mobile AR apps with the BrandXR Studio I just showed you. Eventually, we will build for the new platforms that come out, like the Apple glasses or the Facebook glasses. So when those come out, we'll jump onto those platforms. And even the HoloLens 2 is something that we're looking at now. So potentially building out specific templates for specific hardware. So we might have HoloLens specific templates. Yeah, so Eugene, I'm seeing your question. Considering I work in VR for now, using Oculus and Steam, would BrandXR work for me now? So right now we're focused on the AR portion, and eventually we will be able to build the VR experiences as well. Augmented reality, we're kind of seeing right now is easier to access. It's more accessible. With everyone having a smartphone in their pocket. So that was just a strategic decision that we made to go AR first before VR. But yeah, that was, we actually started the company. It was called BrandVR, and we changed it to BrandXR because we do all the, immersive development, augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality. So yeah, definitely are planning to have a VR capability in the future. And I think also our web AR will help speed that process up because that'll be nice. Then we won't have to rely on things like the Unity engine as much. So yeah, eventually we will have VR capabilities. So, is there any more questions? Let's see. And again, my contact information is on here, Moody at BrandXR.io. And yeah, we're really looking for people to come in and test out the studio. We're still looking for a lot of feedback on it. A lot of people who have been inside the studio now have prior experience building AR and VR apps and experiences. So we would really like for people who are new to AR, VR to come in and, try out the platforms, see what they can build and give us feedback. I got one more question. Are you hiring? Can I work in Michigan, Orlando, or remote internships? Yeah, so I would say we're always looking for good talent. You can, again, if you want to email your resume or portfolio to Moody at BrandXR.io, that would be good. We have a team in Ann Arbor working out of Ann Arbor Spark. And then we have most of our development team down in Orlando, working out of the Orlando game space. And we also have remote employees as well. So yeah, we've been working remote for a while, so we're used to this whole working from home type deal.
All right. Thank you, Moody.
Yeah, thank you so much, Matt. You putting on a great event, and yeah, I think what you're doing is awesome. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.